Hey everyone, it's Shaylee. Today I wanted to do a Monday makeup chat with a very fall, vampy, kind of heavier makeup than I normally wear because I'm filming quite a few videos today. It's the first Tuesday I've had off. I filmed this on Tuesday, but I posted the following Monday. It's the first Tuesday I've had off without my husband home, with nothing to do because he was on vacation last week in like 2 weeks. So I feel like it's go time. Like I'm busting out videos and TikTok stuff that I have planned. So anyways, I wanted to just feel that power. Like, do you ever need to feel that power? Like I'll go and I'll literally stand like a mountain pose and just be like, yes, like I'm getting shit done today. I wanted my makeup to reflect that today. Like I wanted my hair nice and slick and like we're doing it. So anyways, I'm rambling. Point is, if you haven't seen these videos, I like to just sit down, get ready, chat as if we're girlfriends. My hope is that you just turn these videos on Mondays while you're getting ready for your day and just hang out with me. So I hope you enjoy today's kind of vampy fall makeup look, and let's get started. Balance, it's my favorite lately. I just put it everywhere so I could smell it. I've been really trying to not go to Starbucks every day of my life. It's so hard in the fall because they have all their delicious seasonal drinks and I'm so excited by the themes and all the special things you can get. But I just got some pumpkin spice creamer. This is like cents compared to $5, $6, $7 coffee. I got this little stick and I wanted to just do it on camera. It's called R&Co Dart Pomade Stick. Because look at all these hairs. There you go. You can really see it against the white background. Part of me is like, whatever. Everyone has new hair growth. Generally, I like more like loose, wavy, big curls. But obviously this haircut I have, I kind of do like it to look a little more sleek. I was looking at my long blonde hair in pictures the other day and I'm like, I still like this short dark. I think it's really fun and just kind of different than I've ever done, and that's hard because I've done a lot of hair stuff. I think it's just good for the time I'm in too. Like, if you don't know, I have a almost 2-year-old, so it's just really fast to wash and blow dry. But do you see that? Like, it definitely tamed those down. Oh my gosh, I got my chin filled. I had a comment on my last video saying like, it's so odd to hear someone so young talk about cosmetic procedures so casually. And like a lot of times when people are commenting something like that, they're just kind of being rude, you know what I mean? But I felt, because she was very complimentary in a lot of other, like she was giving me topics to talk about and she said she loved my home decor. So like, I think it was a nice person who was really, sometimes people just say something and it does make you think. It just made me be like, why do I feel the need to have to do these things? You know what I mean? And I feel like that was her intention. I had said in my last Monday makeup chat that that bugs me, and even when I lose weight I still always carry weight there. So anyways, I had gone to the aesthetic center and I had talked to them about that, and what they really wanted to do for me was actually Kybella, which is basically something they inject in you that dissolves your fat cells right there, but it makes you very swollen and look crazy for like weeks, and it's a series of like 3 sessions and it hurts, I guess. So I kind of was like, is there anything we can do to just kind of like make me feel better right now, and maybe we could do that a little bit later when it's colder so I can wear a scarf and like cover that situation happening. So we ended up just doing, she just did a little filler right in here, because she's like, you have a great jawbone, you have a cute little chin, it's just I had been losing volume right here, and it's seriously like the most subtle thing. I still look like Shaylee. Like if I wouldn't have said anything, would you have known? So I love it. I posted about it on Instagram if you're not following me over there, because see, this is how I think about it, is like there's so many girls who get Botox and fillers and even plastic surgery and don't say anything about it online. Like we're all gonna have different opinions, what we think is okay and what we feel comfortable doing. But I don't think it's cool to do it and like not talk about it if you do makeup and you're showing your face on your Instagram and all that, because you have these young people looking at you thinking that's like should be normal, like attainable naturally. And I think it's just more upfront and honest to be like, no, this isn't natural, this is what I did, you can do it too, or you can choose to not do it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm voicing it correctly, but I just feel like if I'm gonna do it, I should share about it because I make makeup videos. Do you know what I mean? But I also sometimes get in my head when like that, circling back to that comment, sometimes I just talk and I don't think I'm looping it back around to make sense. So I hope you can follow me. But when that woman said that, I'm like, you know, why do I do these things? No one has ever made me feel like I need to do these things. It's just something like consciously, you know what I'm saying? I don't have like my husband saying, you should do this, it would look better. No, he doesn't care what I do. He thinks I'm beautiful just how I am. So why do I feel like I should do these things? And I think it's just like the same. I would describe it as like if you want to lose weight or you want to like look different in clothes and you want to work out. I think about my face that way. It's like you can't go to the gym and like I mean, I could lose weight right here, but like for my example, my lips, I couldn't like make my lips different by working out or eating healthy or doing anything like that. So I chose to do it a different way. And I think as long as you're like being super mindful, it was something I had wanted for so long, and I was so careful. I literally did like a quarter of a syringe the first time I got my lips filled. So it's not like I was doing something so crazy that I had just thought of that moment. You know what I mean? It was something that had bothered me for years. So I don't know. I feel like all of that stuff is becoming more normal. So let's normalize thinking it through and being smart about it, and like doing your research, finding an injector who knows what they're doing, like that kind of stuff. And I know that not everyone's going to agree with me, and that's totally fine, because I sometimes even, you know, think, should I even be talking about it? Because now am I encouraging someone to go get it done who wouldn't have before? But then I feel like I can't, you know, you can't win, because I don't want to not say anything, because I don't want to like add to the false beauty standard. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, ramble over. I'm breaking out everywhere like last video. I don't know what's going on. Today I want to do a really like makeup look more than normal. I just want it to be a little more oomph than a normal day where I'm doing nothing, even though I'm in a sweatshirt because I just dropped my baby girl off at daycare. So anything that I'm putting on my face will be in the description box, because I'm probably not going to talk much about the makeup. I'm just going to chat with you like I always do. First thing I want to talk about is I'm making so many fun videos, and it might seem like I haven't had that many videos lately, but that's because some of them take a while to make. Like I'm making a video about organizing and like just decluttering my entire house. So obviously I have to like go through, like while I'm doing that, I'm filming it, but it's not something that I, in my mom life, am able to do in one swoop. It's very much like I'm doing a drawer here, a drawer there, the pantry this afternoon. It's very broken up because I don't have solid blocks of time often. So I'm really excited because I feel like it's something that has made me feel so much better lately, and I want to share it to inspire you to go through your home. Another whole new idea I have that I'm really excited about, and I'm literally waiting for my little Amazon purchase to come in to start doing it. So have you guys heard of 75 hard? I've always heard about it, and I was always wondering what it was, but I mean, hard is in the name. Like I didn't know what it was, but I knew it sounded like something I didn't feel like doing because it sounded hard. You know, after I had my baby, it took me a really long time to get back into doing Pilates. And then once I got back, it took me a long time to get back to my reformer Pilates. Well, now I've been doing reformer Pilates again for 10 months. And I've been doing it 2 days a week for that long. And then in June, so 4 months ago, I started doing it 3 days a week. And this month I implemented yoga on Mondays. So now I'm working out 4 days a week. So anyways, I've been feeling really good, and I've been feeling like I'm finally getting all of that back on track. This is beautiful. I have used it every wedding I've been doing lately. I shared it in my Sephora haul. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 Matte Eyeshadow Palette. That's what I'm using today. So anyway, I just have been feeling really good about like the physical workout part of my schedule, routine, rituals, whatever you want to call it. And so anyways, I looked up, I was just like, what is that 75 hard? Because I saw this video of this girl talking about how, you know, we always like indulge in fall, and then you get to Christmas and you just feel yucky. You're like, oh my gosh, like I just feel so gross. And then you want to like start out the new year and cleanse and like eat really well in January. And she's like, I'm getting ahead of this. I'm gonna do it before the holidays. And I just thought that was so smart. And I love that idea because I've also kind of been like, I already have my vision board going on Pinterest for 2024. Like I'm already pinning things and getting planned for next year. And just that like bettering ourselves energy. I just think it's so nice and inspiring and just cool to like kind of get ahead of the game. So anyways, I looked up 75 hard. That's where I was going with that. It basically just, to me, is too much considering what I have coming up in the next few months. Like I have some trips. Basically, I'll put a little photo of what it is because I can't remember off the top of my head every single thing it is. But the main thing that got me was, I think it's like 10,000 steps a day, which I don't mind that, but I just don't have a way to track it. That was what was going to be hard for me because I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't really want to wear any type of like Fitbit, or I don't know. I just don't really want to wear something like that every day. It freaks me out kind of. I don't know if I'm being ridiculous, but like, you know how they say like, don't sleep next to your cell phone because it like puts off whatever it is. I feel like that with all that stuff. I'm like, I just don't want technology like on my body all day. So anyways, I thought maybe I'll just do my own version of it, make up my own rules, like a certain amount of walks a day or a certain amount of miles a week or something like that. So anyways, another thing that got me was 2 workouts a day. One has to be outside and they each have to be 45 minutes long. And like for me as a mom, sometimes it's hard to even like, and I work and I'm a stay-at-home mom some days, it's like hard to even fit in my one workout. And that's why I'm so proud of myself that I've been making it a habit and like holding up that end of the deal to myself. So there was just some things about the 75 hard that I'm like, that would have worked for me before I was a mom. But like considering what's happening in my life, like coming up, and the fact that I'm a mom now and I can't just do whatever I want whenever I want, I don't want that to let me not do a challenge like that. I don't want to look at it and be like, oh yep, I can't do that then. I would rather like look at it and be like, I'm gonna make my own version of that and do something to like prep myself to feel good starting out the new year versus feeling like I need to like start in January. Like why not just start tomorrow? You know what I mean? It's funny because I was looking up 75 hard and then I saw that girl. I'm kind of mixing up the timeline because it was literally all within like a minute of looking up stuff on TikTok and Pinterest. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's making up her own. I want to make up my own too. And then I got like all inspired. And so I'm going to do it. Like I've been wanting to do more TikToks. That would be the perfect thing because it would hold me accountable, and I'm a huge like accountability person. Like I need to be held accountable, and so I'm like, that is the perfect way for me to do that. I'm kind of thinking of doing like a 30-day one. See how it goes. Like I don't know if that's too short. I just felt like more people might feel like, oh, we can do that. So if you want to do it with me, like go follow me on TikTok because I'm going to be posting about it over there. It's just going to be like mind, body, soul kind of a thing. Without being cheesy, that's what it's gonna be. So that is what I'm super excited about content wise, because I don't know, you guys, I felt a little bit lost ever since becoming a mom with YouTube and Instagram. Like I just go through bouts of time where I'm like, should I just like stop making stuff? Like I'm not a full-time like content creator. That's not what I do. I just do it for fun. Am I just the girl who makes YouTube makeup videos? Like I don't really do makeup every day anymore. Like full glam, you know? I don't work at like Mac and Sephora like I did when I started my channel like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's just been like kind of a journey finding what inspires me and what I want to post about. And I feel like I'm moving more, and it's funny because I've seen other girls that were ahead of me, like the girls who worked at Mac before me in this area, like they all kind of go this way. And I think it's just what happens when you become a mom. Like you stop caring so much about like the glam, the makeup, working and doing wedding makeup and all that. Like, you know, those girls that are kind of your mentors you look to, I feel like they've all started becoming more into like exercise and eating well and taking care of themselves as a mom and being good wives and mothers and friends and like just more the wellness. And I think it's just like kind of a natural progression, and I feel it happening to myself. And it's just kind of funny because I remember like watching that happen to them and being like, oh my gosh, how are they not into makeup anymore? Your priorities shift. This warm tone in here is so pretty. It's like a buttery color. I just sometimes feel lost because I'm like, I'm a little millennial over here. Like what's cool to put on TikTok? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Time is a weird thing. Aging is a weird thing. It's fun. I feel wiser, but I also sometimes feel like I'm still like a little baby. I don't know. We're in a weird time in our 30s. Liner. I want to do a winged liner because I haven't done one in so long. I like used to wear winged liner every day. I'm going to use this brown. It's Infallible by L'Oreal. Okay, so I just got the liner part. You can stop there if you don't like a wing. Stop whatever you're doing. Push your shoulders down. You know how you go like this? Go. Just like take a deep breath and push your shoulders down. It feels so good. Practicing like grounding techniques because I just feel like we're so, you know, you're like thinking, what do I gotta do next? And what am I, you know, you're always thinking about something else. My camera got too hot while I was buffing out my liner, so I finished that and now I'm putting on mascara. Okay, my friend Cassie was talking about how she always uses this all-nighter face primer, and I don't really spend time with primers, especially just because I feel like if you use a moisturizer or a primer, you're kind of doing the same thing unless you have like a really specialized need, like you have rosacea and you want to use a green color correcting primer, or you have really oily skin, so you're using something to mattify right in here for like smoothing your pores, stuff like that. Like I see the point, but I feel like my skin's just kind of normal and I tend to do fine without primer, so it's like, why spend the time or money? But I actually got this to test out for, you know, brides and stuff, and I really do notice that my makeup lasts better using it. So I might have to just go back and get another one. Wedding season is winding down, so maybe I'll just steal that one, use it for myself. It's so crazy how it's just like, boom, wedding season's here, and then it's done. Like I think I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more weddings and that's it. And that sounds so crazy. I had at one point like 15 coming up, you know what I mean? So I'm like, how am I down to 4 already? Like it flew by. I do want to talk about this really quick. I got this in my Sephora, or no, I didn't. I got this in a Morphe haul. I must have, because I got this in an Ulta haul because it's Morphe. And am I making sense? I kept spraying this all over a girl's face the other like couple weddings back because I thought it was the same as this. Basically, it's the continuous setting mist, but this one's called Prep and Set. So I thought, oh, it just means like you can use it to prep or finish. But it really is different. It has a way shinier finish. I kept spraying her and then I'd like think she looked shiny because it was wet and I'd be like, okay girl, like I'll, you know, there you go, I set you again. And she'd come back over like, cause they're all getting ready in this small space. Now I've moved on to another bridesmaid, but I kept staring at her and I'm like, why is she oily looking? Like I set her, I put powder. So if you have dry skin, use this as a finishing spray. It really looks shiny, but if you don't want to look shiny, like glowy, use that one. Because as a prep spray, that's good. You want to look glowy underneath your foundation or whatever, but sometimes at the end, like you don't want to look glowy everywhere unless you're dry. Okay, so for foundation, I always use this one that I always talk about, but I'm pale, I'm getting lighter, and I keep noticing my foundation's not matching, so I need to order this in a lighter color. I'm just amazed how long I've had it. Like I've had this forever and it still seems to be coming out. But I've been mixing in my Gobi from NARS because it's lighter. The NARS one definitely has, I mean, it's still not full coverage, but it has more coverage, I would say, than the, is that matching Laura Mercier one that I have. So I wanted to use this on camera too, because I got this in my Sephora haul. A bride actually recommended it to me. It's by Merit Beauty. And she just said, because she's like, I am not into makeup, I don't know what I'm doing, and I find it really easy to blend. And she is right. I feel like this is one that is very easy to blend in. You don't get like a streaky matte. It's more glossy, so it blends easier, if that makes sense. Like it has more glide. So I have the color Scene, but there's even one lighter than this, I believe. That's like the second shade in, so good color range if you are fair, and they get deeper. But I mean, sometimes it's hard to find sticks for fair girls. They end up being gray, and you're like, I don't want it gray. Blends in so fast and easy. I like to kind of just buff it out quickly like that, but then I go back with a sponge. Sorry if you're shaking here on the coffee table. And go like that. See, it's really fast. But it definitely, again, has like some shine to it, so you probably will want to set it with a powder or a bronzing powder if you don't want to be glowy. And I like doing this before my concealer, because then if I go up too high or down too low, I can throw some of my concealer to kind of clean it up. And so see how there's kind of that harsh line? I like taking this and just stamping over it, and it kind of blends it without over blending it, because you do kind of want, like, you're trying to make it look like you got a good cheek, right? I feel like it softens it going over it with the sponge. Okay, and I'm not even really going to use concealer. I'm using this color corrector by Rare Beauty, and I really do like this. I wasn't sure because the applicator is weird and like doesn't give you a lot of product. I'm still wondering how it's going to go once you start running low. A little goes a long way. So as you can see, that little amount I put, it's very lightweight. It very much reminds me of the MAC Prep and Prem pens that I like, and the Clinique pen that I like, the airbrush concealer that I've used on here a lot if you have watched old videos. See, it's very brightening, but it's extremely thin. But if you wanted, you know, if you have very deep or dark, circles, you can always use this and then a concealer on top. Whatever you want to do. Sometimes I just feel like if you have a lot of eyeshadow on or something, you want to go lighter on your skin. Or if you're wearing a heavier skin, maybe don't wear so much eyeshadow or liner. Like, I don't know, let something be the star of the makeup. Otherwise it starts looking very much like overdone. You know what I mean? Now, what else was I going to talk about? See, I start talking about the makeup. Oh my gosh, I wanted to share a little story about moms. Why moms feel guilty putting their kids in daycare when they're stay-at-home moms. I wanted to talk about this, and I had a client come in yesterday, and I won't say her name obviously for obvious reasons, but it's nothing I haven't heard before. She just articulated it to me, talking about how she's been feeling, and I'm like, girl, I have felt that way before and I have felt that way recently. So like, I just thought it was something I should share on here in case you're feeling like this and you don't have any other people in your life to talk to about it. Basically, she is kind of a stay-at-home mom, but she's also a business owner. So same with me, right? I stay home sometimes and sometimes I go to work. Like, I'm not a full-time stay-at-home mom, but I don't work full-time. So it's like you're kind of in this middle space. She was struggling with putting her little girl in daycare because she's like, she already has another son that's like older and in daycare and school and stuff, but she's like, I can take her, I can do things with her like at my job, I don't need to put her in daycare, but I just feel like I'm never fully where I'm at. Like I am at work trying to multitask, then I'm at home trying to like do other stuff for work that I can get done at home and blah blah blah. Should I put this little girl in daycare right now? Or should I wait until she's been as old as the first kid was before they went to daycare? And I don't have a second child yet, so I can't necessarily speak to that in my own experience, but I just totally get that because I've had that thought. Like because I took an entire year off of work with my daughter and was a stay-at-home mom the entire first year. And as you guys know, we're trying to get pregnant. And so I keep thinking like, if I have another baby, am I going to do that again? Like it has taken me quite a while to feel like I'm a little bit balanced in my life again. And I don't think I want to do it that way again. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have the baby and be like, hell no, I'm not going back to work right now. So you just never know how you're going to feel. But I don't see myself taking an entire year being home again. So I just very much like related to her and what she was saying. The reason that I recently have felt this way is because for June, July, and August, my husband worked weekends and I wasn't doing that many weddings. In June I did, July and August for sure. Like not a lot of people get married in our area because it's hot as around here. So anyways, that's when I would mainly work on the weekends, unless it's like a quick makeup in the morning for like a baby shower, a bridal shower, family pictures or whatever. So I was with my daughter, stay-at-home mom style, even though it was a weekend, like my husband wasn't here. So it felt just the same as a weekday to me. And I really did not like it. I felt like my schedule was way off. But that was all of like June, July, August, and then so basically, let me think. I know I'm kind of like rambling, but I have to tell the story, otherwise it won't make sense, the context. I don't need to tell you the days, I just need to tell you. So I was basically home alone with her 4 days a week without my husband. And so, because it was like all the weekend and 2 days during the week. And then I worked like 2 or 3 days, depending what was going on. Well, now he's back to working weekdays. And so now I am only home alone with her Wednesdays. That's the only day it works out to where I'm actually a stay-at-home mom by myself. Like, obviously I'm home on the weekends after I work. I'm home every morning with her and evening where he already leaves earlier and comes back later. So we're together a lot, but like a whole entire day is just one. And so all of a sudden that switch happening, it felt like I was seeing her a lot less. And I kept thinking like, gosh, should I switch my schedule around like to where I'm not having her in daycare 2 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever it is? Because like I feel weird not seeing her. But I realized like, no, now I have time to get stuff done to where when I'm with her, I'm not worried about did this get done, did that get done. I just am so much more able to just be with her on Wednesdays and during the mornings and the evenings. Like I'm not feeling spread too thin, and I just love it. I feel like so balanced, and I have time to like go do stuff for myself without having to find someone to watch her all the time. Like I plan my own appointments those days. So this is what I was regurgitating to this client and friend of mine. Girl, if you are feeling like that, put her in daycare and do your thing and have no kids for a day a week, 2 days a week, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And that way, when you do have her, you're fully present. It's kind of like time blocking. You're literally like, I am just me. Like, cause you don't go away when you have a baby. It's not like you're just always now Shaylee Golden's mom. You're still Shaylee, and you still need that like time to just like do shit and like be on your own and not be distracted. It can just get so stimulating. For me, it was just so stimulating all the time. So yeah, if you needed to hear that, I know it's probably 1-2 people that needed to hear that, but I wanted to share that story because like I said, her story is nothing I haven't heard. I talk to women all the time. And I feel like it's a constant, like there's that guilt of like, oh, like even me right now, I'm like, oh, I'm filming videos when my daughter's at daycare, but you know what? I love it. This is my hobby. I have so much fun doing it. And I do it for part of the day on Tuesdays, and then I clean and get stuff done. I shouldn't feel guilt doing something that I love, you know? My husband golfs just because this is my thing. Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? My battery is dying. I just realized. Hello, my camera died like I said it was going to. So I ended up doing my lips, but then I made myself breakfast. Oh gosh. I made myself breakfast and ate and charged my camera. So I thought, oh, my nose itches. I thought I would just come back and touch everything up, film my intro, that kind of thing, tell you the lip combo because you've seen me do my lips a million times. I don't need to like wait to record it. I just wanted to get my makeup done for the day. And this is like the oldest makeup product I've had for the longest of my life. Does that make sense? I've been using this since I was like 15, 16. I love it so much. It's a foundation powder, and I just wanted to show you real quick, like that is why I love it. It has coverage, and so if you have like a little breakout, you can just kind of go like this and it mats things down. You don't want to like reapply it all day because it is a foundation powder, so it will get cakey, you know what I mean? It's got coverage to it. It's not just like a setting powder. So anyways, but I love doing that if you have a breakout like I have right there, because it just helps the light not catch it, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna be a little cut off, sorry. I just wanted to show you. I did Whirl on my lips, which this is kind of darker. It's a really pretty fall color. It's kind of darker for me when it's not summertime. But this is one of my favorite, whoa, lip pencils for versatility. Like, it's kind of a rosy mauvey brown color. I don't know. So it's nice to, here, I'll just show you like this. It's really nice to just like fill in your whole lips with this, wear it with something lighter. Like, I love doing it with like a nude. Like, if you pair that with one of your favorite like glossy nudes, it's really pretty to like do the outline, fill it in, and put the nude in the center. That's a really pretty look. But today I wanted like a dark fall lip, so I used Bronx. It's kind of a brown. It's all like cloudy outside. I don't think I mentioned, which is so crazy because it's like my favorite weather. I think I said it because I was talking, but I'm using Warm Soul. It is like one of my favorite blushes. As you can see, I've like hit the pan in here. It's baked, so that's what the bottom looks like when you get to the bottom. It's just one of the best blushes, and it always will be. It's just such a good color. It's a mineral blush, so it kind of has like a glow to it since it's shimmery. It's not matte. All right, last, we're gonna set. Thank you for sitting and hanging out with me. I hope you just turn these videos on while you're doing your makeup. That's what I want these videos to be. Hang out, get ready together, start the week off right. Good positive vibes. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Monday makeup chat, and I will see you very soon with another video.